Hey traders, this is Ron Haight. Happy hump day. Hope you guys had a great day. As always, nothing in this presentation shall constitute a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Trading stocks and options involves risk, and specific financial issues should always be addressed with your financial advisor. We'll kick off here with the Dow. Between the Fed commentary, positive earnings from Apple, it was up and away. The Dow finished up over 400 points, up 1.82% on solid volume. Even bigger, the Diamond ETF closed above the 200-day moving average in purple. That's huge. Just from a confidence standpoint as well, target is now 260. That's $10 or 1,000 points on the Dow higher. Not saying we're going to get there, but that is the resistance area at this stage of the game, and then it's back up to all-time highs. My oh my, how the Christmas Eve massacre has quickly changed into the bulls are running freely right now. And if we take a look at the SPY, was up 1.58%. It did not get above its 200-day yet. The Dow is leading. The SPY is trailing behind, but again, good volume. New near-term highs since the December 24th low. Take a look at the Qs, the big winner of the day, 2.54%. Volume could have been better, but still 40 million shares, not bad, better than the past couple days. The Qs, however, barely closed above the previous highs. A little interesting here. Dow looks the best by far technically. Target on the Qs, 170, almost 171. $5-6 higher. Now, one of the reasons the NASDAQ did well, as I said, was Apple. It's sort of funny how you look at major publications, whether it's the Wall Street Journal, otherwise, you read Zero Hedge, they're reporting, different outsources are reporting that, they're cutting the price. Second time in their history in the iPhone, blah, blah, blah. There's demand, there's layoffs. And then Apple comes out yesterday and today saying, hey, things are better with their earnings report overnight. And all of a sudden the stock pops. Big volume, 60 million shares, $10, almost 7%. And just so happens we cleared the 50-day. The next major target might as well be this gap fill area around 185, 186. And you know what? The 200 days right there around 190. So I'm basically saying $20+ higher, another 12% or something as a resistance level on Apple. As usual, I would consider the red line, which is the 20-day exponential moving average, as an end-of-day trailing stop. And if I want to be bullish on Apple and it rolls over, I know right where to cut the losses and just get out. Faceplant. These guys are just, it's incredible. So Apple turned off Facebook basically, and now there's a report out on Zero Hedge that Google was also being a little disingenuous with Apple, all allegedly. So Facebook can't seem to do anything right. I guess you could say morally and even legally, I guess. I don't know. They keep doing all these little naughty things, but they tell us they're not, right? So Facebook is up $17 right now. That puts it at around, you can see it up there, 167, which is right at its 200-day. Now, interesting, there was a reversal sign right here. If I zoom in a little closer, let's pop this over. Reversal sign right here, but there wasn't any big volume. It's been a slow move up. And I was really curious to see what's going to happen. Well, Wall Street's falling all over themselves. They think Facebook is back, and according to earnings, maybe they are. There was even a report out that half the users at Facebook could be fake. It doesn't matter. What's the bottom line? Are they making money or aren't they? And despite all their self-inflicted troubles, we're now back up here. If we clear the 200-day, then back up to this little peak here would be the target around 187, 188. And then it's a gap fill, all upside targets. But I still want to see the 200-day broken on an end-of-day basis, personally, before I feel more comfortable considering to be bullish. AMD earnings. Stock, you can see the little dollar sign here on profit charts. It was last night. So the stock was up 20% today. It closed the previous day. It sold off. It was down around 19. Now we're up at 23. We didn't clear this previous high, but I got to tell you something. If you're ever curious why sometimes I don't say it needs to clear that to be bullish, it would need to be fundamentally based generally, which today was, and then we need to see big volume. That's big volume. It doesn't matter almost what this number over here is. It was 210 million shares, but look at the volume spike. The last time we saw earnings like this was, or a move like that, arguably was back in August, where we had big moves. So I do think this is the real deal. However, if I would be wrong, 20-day EMA, trailing stop. All right, here is TUP, which is Tupperware, 27% drop. 5-year chart, nope. 10-year chart. Now you're talking. We're starting to violate with today's move the support from 2010. Next target was back when the 08-09 crash was happening. Down to $10. that would be quite a haircut, 2/3 of its value gone. So as of right now, technically speaking, Tupperware is not looking good. There's a lot of selling volume down here, and these are monthly candles. So if I was a Tupperware person with shares, I should say, would have had a put for earnings because you never know. And this has been a long downtrend. Today would have paid off in spades because if you look at this, the average volume is maybe 600,000 shares. Today was 10 times that, 7.5 million. People were dumping this stock left and right. How about Boeing? 6% jump, but it did not close at new all-time highs. It needs to do that. If I go back out here 2 years, you'll see it. It needs to do that. We have not done that yet. New all-time highs would mean breakout. You might say, well, look at this volume. It's 12.6 million, but ignore it because look how it dwarfs all the other volume. But here's the catch. If I zoom in even closer, that was a lot of distribution. We opened and closed the same price. So what happened was we opened, traded lower, then we went back up, but then we came back down. And the fact that we couldn't close at new all-time highs says folks weren't willing to push it to there. These people over here that bought, they were looking to do some selling. So that's why I want a close at new highs before I would believe the bullish trend is, again, back on now that we're at resistance. And here's a stock I told you guys to keep an eye on, which was CLF. This is a 2-year chart, by the way. Look at that powerful move today, up 17%, 37 million shares. I said to you guys, we finally broke above the 50-day back here on the 17th. We came back down, tested the 20-day EMA in red, back test, back test, back test, launched higher on the 25th, pulled back 2 days later, and then kaboom. They do have earnings coming up February 8th, but this is a big move. Target, you guessed it, previous highs, just over 1250 or so, still another 20% or so higher technically. And keep in mind, Thursday, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, this is it. There'll probably be no live events in February. So you need to get in here, 8 p.m. Thursday, 12 noon on Friday. You got 5 minutes. Trust me, that's all I need. I'm going to show you fact-based historical moves. Not my opinion, not some talking heads opinion, not, Billy Bob or somebody else saying, hey, do this. It's just hard proven data. It is stunning. I will show you how you can tell, in my opinion, when the big money is coming in. What are some of the tripwires you can take away, trading ideas. I think a fantastic little system. But I also show you some of these stocks in the nightly videos. It's incredibly easy to follow. It's not rocket science. I like to think if I can do it, anybody else can follow along too. So register at the bottom of the video, or if you got this in an email, please register. Now 2/3 of the seats are gone. It's only been 24 hours. We have 500 seats for each event. 2/3 are gone. It's absolutely crazy. I can't believe this many people are still registering when this is now the 6th, 7th, 8th event I've done in January. So get in here because it's going to be a long time before we do another one. Wish you guys all the best, and I hope to see you at one of these events. Take good care.